Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. I love a good story about a brand that evolves, and we've got to talk about 007.com, the store. You probably know this. This is the official store of 007. It's authorized. They've got a lot of things up there. If you go to 007.com, you get a lot of news stories, you get a lot of visuals, you get some videos, but in addition, you can click on store and see products by a lot of different categories. And I'm going to be transparent right off the bat. I thought that 007.com as a store was sometimes a bit clunky. In the past, the deliveries, it was a little difficult, especially if you were in the United States, because they didn't have a distribution hub that was in the United States. So when you went to go pay for a couple of baubles and trinkets that you liked, a towel or something like that, you were hit with these exorbitant delivery charges. But the brand listened. They really did. And they evolved. And they actually built a United States distribution hub. They changed a lot of their categories. They didn't just have luxury items. They had an entire mix and array for different price points. So I applauded them. And one of the things that we wanted to do during this stay-at-home situation was to take a look at some of those products that you might not be able to see sitting on the shelf up there. I mean, you could find Funko Pops out in the wild, whether you want to or not. But some of the pieces on 007.com, you wonder, what's the quality like? What does it look like? What are the details? Well, we worked with 007.com, the store, and the good people over there to curate some of the items. But there's a lot of items up there. So we wanted to conjugate it down to a finite amount. And what we have now is a discussion about pieces that are around No Time to Die. Why not? We don't have a movie right now. We won't have it for several months. So why don't we take a look at some of the pieces that help support the movie, that are branded, that have the logo of No Time to Die. That's what we're doing. By the way, this shirt is from 007.com. Typically, I'm not a fan. This is more introspective stuff. I'm not a fan of 007 logo t-shirts. It's not something I would normally leave the house with. But this one I was really attracted to because it uses the 007 logo, the vintage one. Let's get up and close and personal, from the 1960s. That's what I liked about it. This was first introduced to Dr. No by a designer called Karoff. And what I like about this is they did it as a vintage cut t-shirt. It's a little bit slimmer fit. It's not tight, it's not skinny fit, but this is a medium. I'm a 40-31, so you can see it fits well in the bicep, in the chest, etc. And I kind of dug it. This is a denim blue. It comes in also a kind of an army green, if you will, but I do like the fact that they put this, so we're going to use it as the background for what we're going to talk about, and we're going to jump right into it. So I did receive this canister, and I'm thinking, well, that's kind of a neat little holder, but there's something in it. Of course there is. And that is our first piece that we're going to talk about. This is a thermos. It is actually a double-walled thermos. What does that mean? It keeps things hot and it keeps things very cold. I've already used this, which is out of the box already. You can see, oh, look at that. That's pretty good detail, David. You can see inside of there. This is fantastic. It's got the logo prominently featured on it. It's very simple in design. It can fit into any of the cars, but we liked the quality of this. And, you know, I'm a geek, just like you probably are. I like the holder, too. I don't know. I'm going to find, what can I keep in there? Cigars? I don't know. Glue sticks? There's probably so many things. But this is the big box, and it doesn't look big, but it's got a lot of different pieces in here that we're going to take a look at. So we're gonna, it's like another box. The boxes just keep on coming. All right, so this is a limited edition pack. We're gonna show you the back of this. You can see the reflection on this. This is a No Time to Die movie set. What's interesting is it comes with these cards right here that allow you to get into the movie No Time to Die. But what happens if you don't have a movie? Well, you save it, and this can actually be used in any UK theater to go see the movie. But it also comes with postcards. The postcards themselves, they're pretty varied. Let's take a look at the postcards that you get. Really nice. You're going to notice it's got my favorite poster from the whole thing, but then it's got boom, 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 Paloma. Makes your heart beat. You've got Q on one of these, and you've got Nomi looking pretty damn badass in her commander. Up, Madeline. Madeline's looking, she's looking a little upset. What's wrong, Madeline? And then you've got Safin, aka Who Knows, aka Who Knows. And then that brings us back to Bond. So pretty cool, and as if you thought this was enough in this box, it has a gold DB5 keychain, seems appropriate, and this limited edition magnet. So very cool. If you want something that is a gift to a friend, to a family that wants to capture that Bond moment, that's a cool thing from 007.com. But check this out. All right, so you're a little sick of carrying your wallet. This was a piece that kind of flew out to me. Let's get up nice and close so you can see that. It is a very tough, almost tire-like rubber. This is adhesive, and it's a phone card wallet. Yes, I've actually tried this out in the wild, folks, and it works. It's a no time to die one. You can see it's branded. Comes like this in this nice little nifty packaging with all the 007 Danjak Eon details. But you put it on the back of your phone, and you can fit probably about 3 or 4 credit cards there. This way you forego the wallet and it attaches to your phone. So I love the fact that some of these pieces aren't just frivolous, they can be practical as well. And I know that you saw my beer videos. They were a lot of fun. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up nice and close. They have a no time to die keychain / beer bottle opener. That's pretty cool. And it's hard to tell probably in this light, but it's burnished. David, what does burnished mean? It just means that it's silver, but it's got this kind of blackened, weathered highlight, which looks very, very cool on here. I like that. It's a quality piece. So the reason I'm showing you it like this is the display boxes that these come in are really nice. I mean, you can see that it's got the nice logo on there. It has a description of what's on the back. Goodbye surprise. We know that what's in it. So, oh, very nice. Nicely wrapped with tissue paper. I like the pomp and circumstance, but let's just dig right in and see what's in there. Aha, okay, we have a no time to die leather wallet. We'll get up nice and close. So you can see this is really simple. Nothing on the back, like a magician. Nothing on the back, nothing. A little bit on the front here, and this holds credit cards. It's got a centerpiece that opens for credit cards as well. You can put some bills in there or credit cards. You could probably have about 4 to 5 credit cards in there, and nowadays that's enough for me, but this is nice and slimlined, which I really like. I do have like some really nice wallets, but this is something if I just wanted to have a little bit fun and frivolity, I probably would break it out and utilize it. Okay, I have an idea what this is, just by the very shape itself. Take a look at the box though. Look at that. It almost looks like carbon fiber. I like this because a lot of you really pay attention to how things are packaged. And what in the Sam Hill do we have here? Hold on, let me mess with it. We have a pen, and if I can take it out, let's take a look at the detail on there. That is a nice pen. All right, question is, David, would you whip that out in a meeting? Would you show people this pen off? And the answer is yes, I would. The pen is actually super cool. It's a high quality. It's like a thicker type pen. I mean, it's no Mont Blanc, but it does have a certain panache to it. It's a higher styled pen. Yeah, that's one I'm actually going to put on my desk. The other ones I'm going to kind of flirt with over time, but that is definitely one I'm putting on the desk. Okay, here we go. We have more no time to die. Imagine getting a box like this in and being just catapulted and pummeled with no time to die. But let's see what's in here. Hold on, opening up the box. It's a tight fit. It is a really tight fit. Hold on a second. I know you got places to go. I'm feeling you. Okay, so here we have, it is a keychain. And we've got some plastic on it, which we definitely want to take off so we can see the keychain itself. Okay, so this is reflective. It's metal. It's almost like it's kind of no more than a metal tab. It's I'm trying to think like what else could this be? I'm trying to think if this like turns into anything. I think it's just a metal tab with the logo on it. Okay. So this is my first piece where I'm like, okay. I mean, it's okay. I'm not blown away by it. It's not something I'm running out to. It's a keychain and it's stagnant, but I think I would put my shekels to something else. Just got to be fair here with this. All right, so this is neat. So it kind of harkens back to the whole discussion of if you're an executive or a student, do you get stationary items that connect with James Bond? If you're going to, why not do it with No Time to Die in mind? This is, again, very nice packaging. And whoa, those are blacker than black. This is a set of pencils. It's a set of 6 darkened pencils. They look really, oh, hold on a second. These aren't just pencils. No, there's always more discovery. All right, if the camera can pick this up, then that is a miracle. All right, there it is, 007. The pencils had the tiniest, most subtle 007 emblazoned at the top of those. That's cool because it's subtle. I mean, could a person see it? Absolutely, but you see it, and you can imagine sitting there in class or just doodling or doing work or taking messages of people nagging you on the phone with that pencil. So that's going to get a thumbs up from me. Ladies and gentlemen, it keeps going. I know you're saying to yourself, that box was only this big. It's a clown box. You've heard of clown cars? It's a clown box. Just deal with it. All right. This is going on my luggage. I don't care if somebody calls me an Uber geek or not. This is a very nice leather, No Time to Die luggage tag. Simple. Has place for your name and address details, but it's a beautiful, look at me, like a monster. A beautiful leather, really beautifully pebbled with a nice leather band at the top. You just buckle this to your luggage and call it a day, and guess what? You've got something unique. So that's a winner. We have more things, people. Believe it or not. Oh, here we go. So this is a hat. What? A hat, you say? Yeah, it's a hat. So it says No Time to Die in black. I'm not a huge fan of black hats or black t-shirts. That's why I'm wearing blue. But it is kind of subtle. At least it doesn't say it in white. So you see it from across a farm field. Who would be looking across a farm field? But hang tag is, oh, the hang tag's really nice. Hang tag's really nice. You could be like a mini pearl and keep it on there. But this, I would put this hat into the kind of not for me category. I like a good baseball hat, but I think I would like it another color. Like, I mean, the whole thing with No Time to Die, the designers, they very purposely, and this has been an interview, so it's indisputable. They went for kind of a vintage 1960s, 1970s look. Even the sets are like that. That's why I'm wearing this vintage shirt. So for me, I'd like something a little bit less modern, which is why I like the Omega watch so much. It's kind of a vintagey look. That to me is like a modern, kind of cold black hat. I'm going to put that in the meh category. But okay, so the very last piece that we're talking about is the one that I was the most curious about, because it's something, it's very grooming oriented. It's a very, this is going to be so misogynistic. It's a very guy thing to have something like this. But this is, a lot of people call it different things. They call it a medicine bag. They call it a DOP kit. Toiletry kit. There are many names for this, but this is the, I'm going to give it some form and function so you can see it. This is the No Time to Die toiletry bag or DOP kit or what have you. Let me show you the emblazoning. It's pretty subtle. So this is, feels like, is it leather or vinyl? I'm not too sure. It might be waterproof vinyl. I know this thing is waterproof, but you could see it's nice and subtle. Again, if it was white on black, you'd see it across the bathroom. let's face it, your spouse is going to know. When you travel with this, they're going to be like, you brought the James Bond toiletry bag. Are you okay? Can you ever put James Bond down? And your answer is no, because that wouldn't be fun. But this is very cool. It's a nice size. I'm glad it wasn't big. I've actually had some toiletry bags that are like investments in space. You want a toiletry bag that can smush. There are toiletry bags, I could do a whole video on them. There are toiletry bags that are hard, and there's some advantages to that. It doesn't, smash your toiletries and the things that are in there. Your toothpaste doesn't go everywhere, your talcum powder. But no, I like one that's soft that you can put into an overnight bag and it just conforms to the rest of your luggage. This does that. What I do also like about it, if you look at this, it's got that carbon fiber look to it. Carbon fiber. It's not carbon fiber, but it has that look to it. So it's sleek. But the best part about it is it's waterproof on the inside. That is so important because if you ever had anything spill, and it's got this self-locking zipper that kind of overlaps, which I quite like. If you've ever had anything spill in your luggage, oh my gosh, is it a pain in the rear end. And it just gets everywhere. And that defeats the whole purchase of a toiletry bag. So this toiletry bag, again, if I had stuffed it, you would have seen it probably gets about that thick, maybe a little bit thicker, but it's small. It reminds me almost of the type of toiletry bag or DOP kits that you get. Did I say DOP? DOP kits that you get when you fly first class. You get kind of a small little bag like this. So it's actually a perfect size. And you can tell by the way I'm talking about it, I am going to use it. I've got some nice toiletry bags, but I mean, it's a relatively subtle bond thing. So I got to go check it out. Anyway, this was a quickie. Was it a quickie? This was a quickie just to go over some of these curated pieces from 007.com store, focusing on No Time to Die. Now you don't have to ask yourself, I wonder what that thing looks like. It's just a flat picture. Now it's not a flat picture to you. You got up close and personal. I want to thank the people at 007.com, of course. And by the way, I've got to say, they've been really communicative. Like I didn't know if there was going to be this kind of entity behind 007.com of just like, no, they have been so fantastic and so supportive of the fans and of the Bond community and content creators. So yay for you guys. My hat's off, seriously. But anyway, little fun romp through this. I'm going to go put these away because now it just looks like QVC all over the place here. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we'll see you real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.